Hey bro, I'm gonna make a quick video. Sorry if I'm too speaking softly. The kid is asleep, so yeah, don't want to wake him. So basically, what I'm doing at the moment is um, I've got this anchored volume profile. I've got it set for the week, so it starts on Sunday. You'll see a Sunday at 6 when the market opens for the week, and then it's just developing as the week goes. So how I'm using that is I'm basically drawing my um, what's happening here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. Everything is slow today. Internet is whack. My wife's watching series. So I'm marking off my SNR level, right? And then at that SNR level, I'm looking if we have a low volume node. So this area I would consider low volume node. Actually, this whole area is a low volume node area. But for purpose of demonstration, I would class that as a low volume node area. Okay. So then when I drop down to the 5 minute, on the 5 minute, I've got a daily low volume node. So I've got this indicator called volume profile by Mad Puppy. And basically, I've got the settings on 1 day. I've hidden the profile. I've got low volume nodes on 10 and then showing the areas. But what this indicator does is it actually plots the previous day's low volume nodes for today. So I'm basically trading the previous day's low volume nodes today, and I would occasionally even use the previous days low volume nodes as entry areas if I've got nothing on the current day from the previous day. I hope that makes sense. It's a mouthful. So obviously now I've got my level. I've got the low volume node from the weekly profile, and then I've also got this low volume node area over here. So I'm looking at this as a vicinity. So this over here would be a heat map for me, this whole area. So I'm not, but I want the level to be touched. The H4 SNR is a must touch level. That level needs to touch. But the confluence of having a weekly low volume node of the developing profile, as well as the previous day's low volume nodes aligning in that area of the SNR is almost like a heat map for me. So I love that. I want to see that. And then basically price. Oh, come on. So frustrating when the internet doesn't work. I'm just gonna exit this so you can just see it played out. Wow. This is internet in South Africa, bro. It's absolutely disgraceful. Come on. Okay. Let's just wait for it to load. There's the SNR level that we've got. Wow, this is super frustrating. Okay, let's go to work. So now we've got price coming into the low volume node area of the previous day. We've got the weekly developing low volume node. We've got the SNR level. Look at that touch. Like insane. But now we wait for absorption. So basically how I've got this indicator set up is the dark color is when sellers when buyers absorb sellers, and the white is when sellers absorb buyers. And the way that I'm using it is I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but if I get a big sell order over here, so that's how I view it. I see it as a sell order. And then I ask myself the question, do they get rewarded or do they get trapped? So basically a reward would be a seller steps in and we close below that. That would be that price is accepting that order, which is exactly what it does over here. So my stop loss goes above that, and then I'm out to the targets now. If you didn't get in there, you could have gotten in here. A buyer steps in here, price closes below it, below that order. So that could be your second trade. Stop loss above. And now for targets, you target the previous 12 hours low, which was I targeted both these two lows because they were failure swings, so they're very close to each other. Excuse me. That was the first target. This was the second target. Price hasn't got there yet. So 4 hour and now, and that was the trade. That was a 11-hour trade, and the previous one before that. Sorry. So it's 11-hour and 9-hour. So nice 20-hour trades for the day. Very, very easy, bro. Or if you didn't want to take that, you could have just taken this one. And if this one runs to this deep, it's going to be about 12-hour, which I'm expecting this low to go. And then obviously I'm using the 12-hour as my direction, my high time frame direction. So these are the levels that I want to see taken out. I want to see price close inside of the SMA. I've added the Bollinger Bands here just to see if price rejects from one of the Bollinger Bands and then closes inside the SMA, then I know that's a reversal. So yeah, bro, that's basically where I'm at.